Imagine this, you wake up one morning, check your bank account, and suddenly you are richer than you were yesterday. No lottery win, no promotion, just a little tweak in the system, and boom, more money. Well, that's exactly what one payroll accountant at Delmonte Kenya Ltd allegedly tried to do. But instead of a life of luxury, she found herself facing a heated court battle and ultimately public humiliation. This is the story of Catherine Bosibori Ochako, the accountant accused of tampering with her own salary. Did she really try to pull off an elaborate fraud? Or was this just a misunderstanding that spiraled out of control? Stay tuned as we break down this case. Our story begins with Catherine Bosibori Ochako, a payroll accountant hired by Delmonte Kenya Ltd in December 2016. By 2017, she was a confirmed permanent employee earning 116,515 Kenya shillings per month. But by December 2020, her world came crashing down. The company accused her of unauthorized access to the payroll system and adjusting her own salary, a move that, if successful, would have made her significantly richer. According to Delmonte Kenya, she was caught red-handed after an internal audit revealed multiple suspicious changes to her salary and benefits. But Catherine had a different story. She claimed she wasn't trying to defraud the company at all. Instead, she was simply testing the system to check for payroll errors before releasing salary. But here's where things get interesting. The court records revealed that on November 11th and 12th, 2020, Catherine allegedly hacked into the payroll system and changed her salary multiple times. First, she increased her basic salary from 91,015 shillings to a staggering 250,000 Kenya shillings. Then she reduced it to 170,000 Kenya shillings and later adjusted it again to 200,000. And that wasn't all. She also increased her housing allowance from 19,000 Kenya shillings to 35,000 Kenya shillings and her transport allowance from 7,500 to 28,000 Kenya shillings. According to the company, this wasn't just a payroll test, this was clear manipulation, but Catherine insisted that she never intended to actually receive the money. When Delmonte Kenya discovered the suspicious changes, they launched an internal investigation. On November 30th, 2020, they formally asked Catherine to explain her actions. That same day, they placed her on paid suspension to allow for further inquiry. Her defense: she was testing the payroll system for errors using her own payslip as a dummy. But here's the problem: the system had a designated test environment for such cases. Yet Catherine chose to do it in the live payroll system where actual salaries are processed. With the evidence stacking up, the company issued a notice to show cause on December 7, 2020. Despite her explanation, Delmonte Kenya found her guilty of gross misconduct. On December 14, 2020, they summarily dismissed her from her job, but Catherine didn't go down without a fight. She took the company to court demanding 12 months' salary for unfair termination, gratuity pay for her years of service, a certificate of service, and even general damages for wrongful dismissal. Her total demand: 2,097,270 Kenya shillings. But the company argued that 1. She had been given a fair hearing, 2. The changes she made to her salary were intentional, and lastly, they had already paid her all final due. The verdict: case dismissed. Catherine lost everything. This case left many people shocked, intrigued, and others impressed. I'll sample a few comments. Kumbe sio kwetu job tunalipwa pesa kidogo. 91k ukitoa za kasongo, unabaki na 65k. Another one says, unfortunately, I am proud of her. Mimo says, women in men's field. Another one says, town inahitaji skills, the sisterhood is happy. I take this opportunity to say that I am so proud of her, and lastly, she has audacity to even sue, despite being flagged for payroll manipulation. He were to. Either way, one thing is clear: payroll fraud, or even the perception of it, can cost you your job. So, would you risk tweaking your paycheck in a live system? Let us know in the comments. That's it for today's story about the payroll scandal at Delmonte Kenya. If you enjoyed this breakdown, hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on post notifications so you never miss an intriguing story like this. Until next time, stay informed and stay out of trouble.